Hey guys, what's up, Dax here. Welcome back to Motorsport Manager Career Mode, but this is a very special one. We are back on mobile with Motorsport Manager. So this is Motorsport Manager Mobile 2, and you guys probably a bit shocked. You probably didn't really expect this. I know a lot of people have been asking for this game, but this game has been in development for quite a few months now, so it's really exciting for you guys to finally know it is being launched, and we're starting off a career mode here today. But a big bit of news you guys probably do not know about is if we go to the credits and we scroll down, just down here, there we go. So, over the last few weeks, guys, I've actually been doing some video editing for the game, and you can see the main trailer that goes up on, I think, Thursday. That was edited by me, with thanks to Sam and Will and Christian and the rest of the team. But, yeah, really happy to have my name on that trailer, and also I was doing all of the App Store previews as well. So if you go on the App Store, look at the video on the first page. That was done by me as well. So really exciting for me. You guys will see that up on Thursday. But nonetheless, let's jump straight into this career mode here on Motorsport Manager Mobile 2 and see what we can do. So of course, as I have been working with the game, I have played a lot of it, so I sort of know my way around it a little bit more than most. But let's jump in it straight away. So we know what we sort of need to do in this career mode to do good, but let's jump in. Start our team name, so let's go with Afro Motorsport. I think that's what we went with in the PC game for our first career mode, so let's go with that. Now, you can see here, you got the presets, which are pretty cool. You can choose the livery styles. We'll scroll through all of them, so maybe you can leave a comment down below about which livery style you got like the most. I think that was a new one there. I think that's one that's used on the Chariot in the game as well, so nice Union Jack livery there. I like this one personally, but was to switch up the colours in my opinion. I mean, pink's cool, but I'm going to have to change it up a little. So give me a second, and I'll get back to you guys when I think this is finished. Okay, so it's quite a simplistic livery, but I quite like that one. I love Style 8. That is my favourite, I think, out of all of them. It's very, very, I don't know, just a little bit edgy. So that's what we're going with here today. So let's continue on. So, of course, like the PC game, you have the three main series in the sort of the open wheel categories. No GT in this mobile game. So right now we're going to start off in the ERS, the European Racing Series. 10 races, 10 teams. Let's jump straight in. Let's see what we can do here today. So I'm going to try and show you guys around the game a little bit. We're not going to do the tutorial because I know the game enough, but maybe if you guys start up the game yourself, you should probably look through the tutorial because there are a couple of different things in here from the other mobile game and the PC game. And before you ask, this is not a port of the PC game. This is very, very different, so we're going to show you through all of this stuff right now. Before we jump into any sort of signing or designing, I want to show you guys what the game is about. So now we've jumped into the car section here, so very interesting here. You can build parts, you can buy parts, and then you can also have a look at the stats of your two cars and see how they are in terms of tyre and fuel efficiency. So let's go to build parts and see what we got here. So you have to unlock bits of the HQ to use the brakes, rear wing, suspension, gearbox and engine, but of course some of those are spec parts in certain series, so you have to decide what to upgrade your HQs like strategically depending on what sort of category you're in. So in this category right now you've got a spec engine and spec gearbox, so the only thing we can do right now is build a rear wing. So I'll show you guys what this is. So we start off with some designers and engineers right now, so you can see do you go with the reliability or do you go with performance? So it's a tough one here. Like you can see this last one here, only +5 performance, so I think personally I'm going to go with the +8 reliability on that one. So there we go, we confirm that. $650,000. Damn, that's a lot of money for a new front wing, but it's hopefully going to be worth it. And there we go, Theo Bassett, that's one of our drivers, hoping that that's going to do good for him. So anyway, that's how you build parts. Let's go and have a look at how you can buy parts. So say you can't really afford to go and upgrade your HQ, but you need a part quickly. I think these are random parts that get thrown into the part marketplace here. So we've got brakes, rear wings and suspensions right now. The front wing is quite bad. We're designing one of those right now. Apart from that, the rear wing isn't looking too good. And we've got a tasty little rear wing here, but it's not got that much performance. The one I'm looking at is the 76 one here. +23 the performance, but wow, the reliability is good, but it's not that much better than our current rear wing. But that one above it is absolutely epic in comparison to what I've got right now, but it's only got 25% reliability, so it's like, it's a much better rear wing, but it's probably going to go wrong in the race. 25% reliability is not that good, so right now, I mean, I don't know, the brakes are looking pretty good, but none of the reliability is that good. I mean, the bonuses are also a big thing about this game as well, so we click on that. Oh no, that's not cancelled. But we'll show you the bonuses in a bit. The bonuses are important as well. So let's have a look at these car bonuses then, guys. So we got quite a few here that are interesting. Aerodynamics, Wet Weather Hero. improved performance there, improved reliability. Sorry, no. So let's have a look here at the bonus breakdowns here. So we've got 3 sort of categories that is split into: aerodynamics, mechanical, and drivability. So we've got wet weather hero, streamlined, first lap freedom, rocket starts, pit stop pro, super overtake, that's a big one, error proof, so driver will never crash, that is a really good one there. On the drivability, qualifying legend, obviously that's going to be epic, and the attack, super attack mode. So you've got the super modes here at the bottom here on the mechanical and drivability ones, so they're going to be ones you're going to be looking for. And you can see here the bonuses in the rear wing, so we've got a bit of that as well. But is it worth it? It's a very tough one. 1.8 million is a lot considering you only start with 10 million, so we're going to leave that for now. We're going to see how the race goes, but you can see right now our 2 cars aren't looking too good. But that's that main screen. Let's back out of that. So we've seen all of the part building, that sort of stuff, so let's get out of there, get back to the main menu. We'll start off, we'll go and look at the HQ. So we'll start upgrading parts of the HQ, but you can see it's got a bit of a tree pattern here. You can see over here, you can sort of see as you go further up the tree, stuff becomes, well, it becomes better, but it also becomes more expensive. I'll show you as it goes on, but I think stuff at the back top here goes into like the tens of millions. I think, I can't remember quite, but I think stuff around this sort of area is about 3-4 million. But we'll start off here down the bottom here. So you've got +1 to drivers overtaking, suspension development unlocked, or +1 sponsor appeal. So this is a tough one. I think sponsor appeal is a big one because then you get better sponsors in. So it's a tough one because right now you want to get everything in, but I think I'm going to go with the sponsor appeal. Of course, you can go and build all 3 if you want, but you don't start off with the biggest budget, so probably best we don't do that. So that's the HQ. Let's go have a look at the sponsors. So you have 6 unlocks available, but you have to unlock part of the HQ to get that 6th one. So these 2 run out in one race. This one right here. So which one do we go with? You got to always try and work out the maths with this one here, guys. You do get the sponsor quality, but it's always best to do the math here. So you're getting basically, you're getting just under 300k a race with the left-hand side one, and you're getting 300k a race with this one here. So it just depends whether you need the upfront payment or not. So it's always worth doing the maths, but also think, do you need the upfront payment? So we're going to assign Eve here for the car. So that's going to get our financial down cost per race to about 400,000, which is pretty good. Let's kind of look at the engineers. We want to get to the drivers last, but that is an important bit. So go and have a look at our engineers right now. They're sort of average. I think for ERS they're okay. Bob Russell isn't that great, but I mean, we can renew Jerry Smith's. Jerry Smith's our best one so far, so we'll probably renew her in a bit. So you can have a look in the applications here. So you're going to be given applications now. Again, I think this one, Jilly Steele here, is actually pretty good. So we're going to go and sign her up. She's only 40 as well, so probably a bit of a potential to improve. But then again, she's only got 3 performance impact, so it's a tough one. But I think we're going to go with her here. She's a bit more expensive than old Bob Russell, but we'll go in there and sign her up. So that's 500k basically now per race. But instantly that makes it better. And look at the part bonus she's got there. She's got 3 part bonuses, which is absolutely epic. So we go back to the part bonuses here in the cars. Where is it? Down here. So what she's got all of the mechanical ones. So rocket starts, pit stop pro, and super overtake. So that is an absolute steal of an engineer straight away there. Good stuff. So what you guys have been looking for, drivers in the game. So whilst I've been working on the game, obviously I was happy with the sort of crop of the drivers, but I did cheekily ask Luke, who's one of the people at the game who sort of does a bit of the designing, and I asked, can I be in a game? Well, luckily I was put into the game. So if you guys start up the game yourself, you're going to see I am in the game. So you go to show all, and there we are. So we're just over 2-star rated with a potential of 4. So for ERS, not too bad. We've got good sponsor appeal as well. So it's like we could sign him up, but he's not interested. So what a noob. So this is interesting because you can go to recommended, people that the game recommends to you, and you can also go to interested, the ones that will definitely, you know, sign with you. So let's go with this. Let's go to ability as well. So you can see Will, who's actually my friend as well. Jason works on the game as well. Let's actually go down the recommended or the interested who actually works on the game. In there, we've got Will Evans, what a legend, as well. I think that's all of the people that actually work in the office. Obviously, Rafael Rodriguez, an absolute legend of Motorsport Manager PC game as well. So it's a tough one. Who do we sign up here? I mean, Will is actually really good, so I think I might sign up. But Jason's actually really good as well. I mean, I think let's try and sign up Jason on a. Oh, actually, he's got very poor sponsors. Let's actually go back to here. Actually, what's Will's sponsors? He's poor as well. What about Rafael? See, Rafael Rodriguez is going to be a quality driver. Let's see if we can get Rafael Rodriguez on a 1-year contract, because I'm hoping to get promoted in the first season. That's the aim. I mean, they sort of gradually put you into the game. So we'll see how this goes. We'll put him as the #1 driver right now. Cost per race, of course, he doesn't drive for anyone right now, so that's good. We don't have to pay any sort of breakout clause. So he's got 3 possibilities to sign him. If we annoy him too much, he won't sign the offer. So let's go with 1-year contract and a bit of a small signing on fee. Let's see what he says here. And oh my goodness, that is absolutely epic. We get it basically first time. Pretty much nailed on the deal point, which is absolutely epic. So you can have 3, you can send off 3 deals, and if he doesn't accept anyone, then you're gone. But you've got to hit that deal point. So it's a tough one. Do you go with the wages? Do you go with the sign-on fee? Do you go with first driver? I mean, all of these are going to affect parts of the game here. So right away, Rafael Rodriguez on a 1-year contract. It's like, is he going to be good enough for tier 2? That's the thing. But we're going to replace Theo Bassett, who's currently our main driver. The thing is, what they do, guys, they give you 1 decent driver and then you give you 1 poor driver. So the idea is that you go into the game and you replace the driver. That's the idea, basically. So, unfortunately, a big old signing on fee for Rafael Rodriguez, but a 450 break clause for Theo as well. But Theo's only a 1-star rated driver. That is just not good enough for ERS. So, there we go. Awesome stuff. A legend from Motorsport Manager history is in the game. We've got Hannah Milton as our other driver as well. So, this is going to be interesting. How are we going to do in our first race? I think it's Tondela. But yeah, let's skip ahead and see what we can do. Okay, so our part has been built now. Jerry Smith. Good stuff. Right, let's see what we can do here. This front wing. So, it's actually 12 worse than expected, but the reliability is 6% better. So, actually, this front wing isn't too good. But Rafael Rodriguez's front wing right now is only 22 performance. Let's get rid of that. Let's assign this part. Good stuff. Rafael Rodriguez is going to appreciate that. So, let's back out of there. Also, got some more sponsor offers here. So, oh, okay, this is an interesting one. 4 races. I think this one on the right-hand side is actually better here. So you can see, if you work out the maths, how much is that per race? So over 4 races, that's actually really good there. I think we should go with that one. Sign them up straight away, and 750k in the bank straight away, which is good. Yep, the accounts departments are going to be loving that. 1 more sponsor slot available. Is that going to be coming into fruition before the first race of the season, which is in Tondela right now? No, unfortunately, we've got no offers for the first race of the season, which is a little bit gutting. But let's play it safe. I mean, let's have a look, actually. We've got the 6th best car in the group, and the 3rd best drivers. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go 9th and above. That'd be a plus for this cost per race, which would be good. Alright, let's jump straight in and show you what the race day experience is like. So this is where you guys are going to be excited. Of course, the last Motorsport Manager game was 2D. But they've taken a massive step with this one. It's 3D and the tracks look absolutely fantastic. Of course, this is not going to be quite the level of the PC, which was absolutely incredible. But for a mobile game, you guys are going to be so impressed with this. Look at how amazing this track looks. Tondela is a really great example as well. It looks awesome. So let's jump straight into Tondela here today. So, no practice like there is in the PC game. That's a big thing that we should mention here. But you do have to learn the setup here today. So Milton and Rodriguez are going to go out here today. So, no forecasted rain, 21 minutes until we get even more sun, but only 14 minutes to the session. So, let's go to soft tyres and a setup. So, this is an interesting one. Where do you go? So, this is sort of reminiscent to, well, it's a very tight and twisty track here. It tells you here 13 corners, only under half of the track at full throttle. So, let's go with acceleration and cornering for this one here today. We'll split the strategies. That's why, or sort of split the setups, I should say. That's what I normally do, because then it gives you the option to know, you know, they're both the same sort of level of driver, so you might as well just see which one comes out on top and then adjust the setup accordingly. So, good stuff. Right, Rodriguez and Milton out on the track right now. So big people to watch out for. Jahar is somebody that's very good. Balchamp is another person. They both race for Garuda, who are technically the best team in the ERS. But Rodriguez, purple in the first sector and purple in the second as well. We all know Rodriguez is an incredible driver, but he doesn't quite get pole. 4 thousandths. Oh, actually, no, because he's gone even further behind, 9 thousandths of pole. That's a little bit gutting, but very close between our two drivers there. It's hard to tell which was the better setup. So let's send them back out again. Let's switch their setups around and see whether they go any quicker. And hopefully we'll know which was the better setup. So we'll go acceleration and neutral. Right, really close to the top here at the ERS in the first race of the season here. Let's see what they can do on this lap. Both drivers actually slow on this lap here. Not good. Rodriguez is only 8 thousandths off. Oh, but he monsters the last sector. Rafael Rodriguez with an incredible last sector there. Puts himself on pole position with 4 minutes of the session remaining. That is awesome stuff. Let's send him out once again on those tyres to get him another lap in there. Let's go back on Milton's setup to acceleration and cornering. That's epic straight away there from Rafael Rodriguez to get himself on pole. And he's going to have enough time for another lap in there. Let's see what he can do. Awesome stuff from Rafael right there. Oh, Rodriguez is up. Is he going to be able to master the last sector? He isn't. Milton, though, goes up to P3. Johnstad, though, in the first sector, has gone purple, green in the middle. Has Johnstad going to jump to the top? No! She only jumps to P2. Awesome. We managed to somehow hold on to pole for the first race of the season. That's exactly what we want. Great stuff from Rafael Rodriguez there to put us on pole for the first race of this season. So let's have a look through the session results here. Edda Johnstad not that far behind, but look how close it was. The top 6 separated by less than 0.3 of a second. That is absolutely incredible. We've got Claudia Dreyfus just there as well. Then there's a bit of a step back to Marchetta, who is in P8. Overall, though, great stuff. Where's our old team from the older PC game on Dragon? Not doing too good. Nick Chu in the top 10, not bad. So I suppose you guys have already realised, but you don't take over the team in this. You sort of just create your own team. There's no sort of, there's no option to take over a team already in game. So a little bit like the update they did in the PC one, where you can choose your own team. That's like the only option in this one. But anyway, Rafael Rodriguez, this is his home track as well, I think, isn't it? So this could be a good race from here today. So setup wise, let's have a look here. So 17 laps this race. None of the tyres are going to last the whole race here. So it's a tough one to choose. In the ERS, you don't refuel. So pretty good reliability in car condition right now. 74% car condition with Milton. How about Rodriguez here? He's only on 63%. Definitely affects how you're going to race in the whole sort of race, because at the end of the day you can't push so much with the cars with the less reliability, because let's be honest, you could go bang with a couple of laps to go. So lights are on at the top of your screen and the lights are out for the first race in the ERS. So I normally go on 2 times speed here. Good start from Rodriguez. No, it's not. He's down to P3 and Milton's made a mistake and so is Rodriguez. Oh, that's a disaster of a start there. Down to P12 with Rodriguez and P10 with Milton. Oh, pushed too much on the outlap there, and that's a spin already. Oh, that's a disaster for us there right at the start. But Milton starting to make her way through the field. There's a mistake there for Valdez. Means Milton's into the top 5. Rodriguez up to P7 as well. But Marchetta from Jahar and Chu is your top 3. Nick Chu from Dragon Racing, our former team in the PC game. He's in the podium positions right now. Awesome stuff. So what we want to make sure is we don't pit on the same lap here. So I'm going to push Rodriguez, though. Even though he's behind, he's already got worse tyre wear. So I'm going to push Rodriguez and see what he can do. Rodriguez, he's battling. It's really close in this part of the track here. We're already losing a whole bunch of time. Rodriguez is in P9. And we're going to have to pit him soon, actually. So let's go back into neutral here. Only the 3 mode options here. Not like the PC where there is 5. But let's be honest, it's a PC game. It's a mobile game, guys. You can't expect it to be as complicated as the PC game. But it's an absolute steal of a price as well, guys. I'd really, really recommend it. I'm not saying that. Of course, I'm a little bit biased. But honestly, so many manager games don't have like 3D like this, and they've just done such a great job. No, I've missed the trick there with Rodriguez. I just realised. Oh, damn it. I'm going to have to pit him in this lap. We're going to have to back off with Milton here. This is not the greatest start in the world here. Oh, bad mistake there on my part with Rodriguez. He's going to be slow. He's hit the cliff on those tyres. Hopefully he can nurse it back to the pit lane without losing too many positions. I think he only lost 1. So let's go into the pit lane this lap with Milton. So we might be able to go in the medium tyres for the rest of this race. So that's a big ask, but hopefully it's possible. Rodriguez is going to come out the pit lane there on those hard tyres. He's behind a couple of people who've already pitted. Jahar's probably in the box seat right now. Let's see what Milton can do in the pit lane. Belchamp. Let's see whether Milton comes out ahead of Rodriguez. Yes, she does. So currently, I think Milton's probably 3rd. We'll see. We'll push. I don't know. We don't really want to push Rodriguez here, especially because He's not got such good reliability. Oh, we should probably push Milton, though. She's just come out the pit lane. I'm backing her off. That's a mistake on my part. I forgot to switch it out of that fuel mode. But we're only 7 seconds behind Jahar or so this could be quite interesting. Rodriguez is really struggling to get through some of the slower cars right now. Milton really pushing. And there we go. Some of the people in pit lane. So we're going to be P3 on the road. I think it's actually going to be P2 because Arbeloa is surely going to have to come into the pit lane. So this is going to be interesting. Might have to do a bit of tyre conserving at the end of this race here, but the quicker we get past Arbeloa with Milton, the better, because we might be able to close down this gap. So it's gone up, but we are on a softer compound of tyres, so there might be a possibility here, guys, to close up to the lead, but it's going to be a tough one. Jahar's in a quick car. Rodriguez really pushing him and pushing him on the hard compound tyres here. Milton's doing a really good job in P2, but not really catching Jahar, who's probably going to hold on to this one. It's a big thing in the ERS series to make sure you're out in front on the first couple of laps, and Jahar did just that. We might even have to start conserving with Milton. I'm just going to do it for a couple of laps here. There's a bit of a gap. She's got 3 seconds to Marchetta. It's whether Jahar decides to pit again. There's a possibility he could decide to do it. We'll see. I mean, it's a tough one. He's on the hard compound tyres, so he should be okay. But now I'll go back to conserving with Rodriguez. Arbeloa down in P14, really pushing. Marchetta's right up behind Milton. This could be an overtake. There's not really anything we can do. We can't really go crazy. 2 laps remaining. I don't want to hit the cliff with Milton. P3 and P5 would be a good points all for the first race of the season, but of course you want more. Jahar's starting to slow down. We're really catching, actually. Jahar's... okay, it's just happening through certain parts of the track. Interesting. Right, I'm going to push Rafael Rodriguez. 1 lap to go. Trying to get past Belchamp. He should be able to do it. He's pushing whilst Belchamp isn't. He's got the move done. P3 and P4 right now. Last couple of corners. And good stuff there. Milton finishes P3. Rodriguez P4. That's a nice points haul in the RS series. Only 1 point between each position. So I think Garuda are going to have a 1 place advantage going into the next race of the season. Let's have a quick look. But good stuff so far. Oh, sorry, I skipped through the podium. Should have looked at that for you guys. It's quite a cool little animation. Next screen, yeah, 1 point to Garuda Racing. So apart from that, we're pulling away from the rest. So it looks like it's going to be a titanic battle for this championship between myself and Garuda Racing. So after that race is done, we can go and look through the rest of the roundup. So Cape Town was the first race of the season in the WMC. Vexler's winning that. Good stuff from him. Zoe Sharp on the podium as well. Brad Walker on the not on the podium, in the points. Good stuff from him. Wait, Vasquez in the points as well for Kitano. Good stuff. Yep, Chariot down the bottom, unfortunately for them. And in the APS, it's going to be quite a journey, I think, for Bauer Baraka. They got the Costa brothers who work in the studios as well. They're very good. And in Bauer Baraka as well, they're most likely going to be winning a lot of the races. They are quite a bit ahead of the second place team in that tier. But that is, of course, part of the APS. You know, you've got a lot of part development in there. And Bauer Baraka are one of the masters in that series. So it's going to be interesting if we do manage to get into the APS, whether we can fight with those guys. But anyway, good stuff. First race of the season, successful. And there we go. Another little feature for this game is you got the improvement points. So you've got the potential of each driver, but you've also got the improvement points of each driver. So after each race, or if you do particularly well, not specifically after each race, but if you do well, you manage to get an improvement point. So that means that you can add a point to any of their stats right now. So looking at her statistics right now, they're pretty much all maxed out. She's quite near her potential or peak. So we're going to go 1 to the overtaking right now. That will probably help us this season. But you can see she's pretty much maxed out. You can see there's a little bit of that 3rd star remaining, but she's not going to get any better than 3 stars unless she gets some specific traits or modifiers to do so. There we go. And we've got some sponsors as well. Good stuff. I think we'll leave that one for now. See if we get a better one. Some more engineer applications. I mean, they're good, but they're not significantly better than we got right now, so we'll leave that. And then anything on the part marking place that we might be able to be interested in? I mean, that rear wing's looking pretty tasty, 1.4 million, but that reliability is not too good. These brakes, those 600k, I think we'll go with those. We'll snap those up. That's actually not a bad bargain whatsoever. 600k, some decent brakes. We'll put them, I'll tell you what, we'll swap them. Actually, no, Rodriguez is probably our better driver, so we'll go with the brakes on Rodriguez, add something to the aerodynamics as well, which is awesome. Right, I think we should jump into the second race, unless anything else pops up. Actually, I'll start to design another front wing as well. So the new front wing is done. Good stuff. Let's skip through, and there we go. So 60 performance, still a little bit worse, but the reliability is better, which is good. So let's have a look at these front wings right now. So we're giving all of our good parts to Rodriguez. I think it's only a nice thing to give one to Milton there. So there we go, good stuff. And we can actually go and show how good both our cars are. Rodriguez is actually unhappy with the performance of his car, but he's going to have to deal with it. It's still better than Milton's. Anyway, some more sponsor obviously. I'm just going to quickly sign these up for you guys so you don't have to watch through all of it, but hopefully a bit more money for the lads. Okay, so we've got a bit of a dilemma here right away. So Adams, our engineer, said our local garage wants me to teach their mechanics, offering compensation. Okay, so this is a big one. 1.5 million, which is a lot in the RS, but you're going to get -5 on the race day performance. And considering we're battling for the championship, I really don't want to do that. So I don't think they don't want them to take her away. So next race is Black Sea in Russia. Let's jump straight into that and see how we do in quali. So here's the opening sequence. I'm not too sure whether I showed this to you guys once last time, but it's quite similar to the PC, but I just love it. It's a little bit of animation, gets you pumped up for the qualifying session. As you can hear, the cheering at the fans and the engine and all that sort of stuff as we load into the game. So Jahar and Mosheta are hopefully going to be battling out for pole, apparently. We don't want to make sure that happens. Let's get out on track. So going on to our fast laps here, Milton and Rodriguez, both of them only green in the first sector. That's not great. Both of them actually on pretty mediocre laps. 6th and 7th right now. You can see I've chose my objective as 4th and above. So they're going to have to do better on this second lap here. And hopefully not going to be no qualifying rain. Let's go back onto neutral. Actually, with this one we'll go neutral cornering. Let's see if that makes any difference. So that second lap there wasn't too good whatsoever. Both of them not really improving. So we're struggling right now. So what do we do? Neutral and acceleration was where we were going. I mean, acceleration. I mean, this is a tough one, lads. We're not doing quite as well as I hoped right now. Let's go acceleration. I don't know. Neutral and tight corners. Acceleration and neutral. Let's try it. This is not a good position right now, lads. So on our best lap here, by the look of it, let's see what it's going to be. P6 for Rodriguez. We might just be able to nab another lap time in here. It's a very quick lap here in this layout of Russia. So we'll send out them once again. So neutral and acceleration seems to be the way to go. This is really not working out too good. Maybe our car just doesn't really suit this track whatsoever. But it's just a little bit gutting. I put that P4 objective in there because I thought there was a chance. But so far it's not looking too good. Right, Rodriguez starting his lap. He's only white in the first sector, which means he isn't quicker. Rodriguez green in the middle sector, though. Lost. Oh, no, he hasn't done it. Milton neither. P15 for Milton means we're probably going to try a different strategy there. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one, lads. Okay, race day. 4th or above is our objective. But let's see, we need to really plan this out right now. So really good stuff from Valdez. I didn't expect him to be up there in the ZR Autosport. I mean, the Garuda cars are the ones I'm worried about. 21 laps here today. Let's try something different here in Milton. We'll start her on the medium tyres. That's definitely the best setup, I think. But maybe it just doesn't suit our car here today. Let's go on the attack straight away. You sort of do need to start on the attack for both. Otherwise, generally the AI starts for attacking both. But I'm worried about me forgetting to switch it. But we'll put Rodriguez into overtake mode as well. But I just need to remember to definitely switch that back and save some fuel later on in the race. So the lights are coming on. Top of the screen. Let's see how we go. Lights are out and away we go. Let's turn to 2 times speed here. Hopefully we get some positions on the start here. Rodriguez, oh my goodness, he's at a mare of a start. He's got himself back into P6, P4, P2. Rodriguez had a great first lap there actually. Up to P2, let's put him back into the neutral driving styles. And we'll put neutral back with Milton as well. We don't want to use too much of the tyres. But that, we've got to look there. 0.6 down on the fuel as well, straight away. But Rodriguez, he's in a good position right now. He's in P2. He hasn't used much more of his tyres than Jahar. But of course, our car is not quite as good as the Garuda. But I think our drivers probably are a bit better. So we can keep up there, that's good. But we're trying a different strategy with Milton. She's the front of the medium runners right now, but still not doing too good. We're focusing on her. Let's pit Rodriguez at this lap here. So we've only gone 5 laps on these tyres, which, yeah, we sort of pushed them a little bit here. So it looks like it's going to be a 2-stop race. So I'm going to go to the medium compound here for this next part of the race. They're probably going to go 1 more lap than me here, which means I'm going to probably be stuck in a bit of traffic. Let's go attack on this lap here as we go into pit lane. He probably could have edged another lap on those tyres, to be fair, but I don't want to risk it. We're going to push Milton now for the next couple of laps and see what she can do. Rodriguez is going to be stuck in some traffic, but he's going to be on some new tyres. But I can't push him too much because those tyres need to last. So they're all coming to the pit lane now. I think Rodriguez should gain a lot of positions. Yeah, he's only just come up behind Jahar, and he's actually gained some time on Jahar there as they're all stuck in traffic. So pushing Milton here, we're going to go one more lap. So the medium tyre should hit the cliff at about 5%, if I remember correctly from the PC game. So we'll pit her in this lap. And I'm going to try and go to the end. So I'm going to try the one-stop strategy with Milton here. So technically, if everyone else stops one more time, we'll be in the net lead this race. But then the guys are coming. So Sabado and Jahar, they're all looking pretty quick. So Milton can come out in P14. And I'm going to leave her on the fuel and attacking she's on right now. So we're going to focus on Rodriguez for a bit here, who's behind the two Garuda drivers. So we've got Johnstad coming at us as well on the soft compound. I can't really do too much about it, to be fair, because, well, they're going to get me if I don't do anything. If I do something too silly, they're just going to get me. So I'm going to try and play this safe, see what the two guys in front do. I mean, Jahar's probably going to pit this lap. I'm hopefully going to go another extra couple of laps. But I think Jahar's probably going to have to pit this lap. Oh my goodness. I've been a noob. I've just realised it's going to start raining in a sec. Right. I've actually timed this quite well with... It's just whether we... People are going to go on to Inters now. I'll tell you what. We'll play it safe with Rodriguez. We'll go on to the Inters right now with him. Sorry guys, I'm a noob. I should know by now to look at the track water at the bottom. Oh no! He didn't quite make it in time to the pit lane. So we're going to go one extra lap. We'll take her into the pit lane as well. My bad with her as well. I should have... Oh, she spun. Great. Rodriguez in pit lane now. To be honest, it wasn't that wet out on track. But he has lost the position, has he? I think he's going to be in net P2 actually here. Milton might be... I mean, we're going to go to the end of the race on these tyres, so we can't push them too much. I think we might be net P2. No, because Beauchamp has got out just ahead of us here. Milton. Oh, we're going to have to save some fuel with Rodriguez actually as well. We're closing in on the front two, are we? No. We've got a lot of gap behind, so I'm going to save my fuel now with Rodriguez. P3 is probably the best we're going to get, unless anything crazy happens. I mean, it could technically go thunderstorming before the end of the race, but it's probably not going to be too likely. It says 10 minutes there. Of course, the forecast is not 100% reliable because it's data which our team is not as high, high up with as the rest of the team. So it's going to be tough. I mean, people are going on to wets. However, Milton is in the top 10. I'll tell you what. Probably should have pitted there. I'm going to put Milton in for some wet tyres. It's an interesting last couple of laps here, lads. Are you going to gain enough time? People are hitting the blue flags. Right, we're going to risk it. It's putting the wet tyres on, but Milton's going to fly, hopefully, here. Right, let's go with Rodriguez. Where is he? Right, are the front two pitting? Is anyone pitting? No. It's such a tough one. I mean, if I call it right now, we might be able to get some... I mean, if anything, we're going to lose one position. And we're going to have 3 laps to go. Yeah, 19. I'm going to pit Rodriguez. I hope he pits this lap. Good, he does. Right, so this is a risky strategy, but I'm hoping it's going to play off. We're going to lose one position, but hopefully going to gain that back. Yes, okay, we're really quick, guys. We're really quick. This is awesome. We've just got to hope our car does not blow up on us here. We're back into P3. We're gaining substantial time on the leader. And Jahar's pitted, but we're ahead of him. We've got Jahar. Oh, we're going to get Beauchamp. This could be a class strategy decision from us here. We're going to get Beauchamp. And we're going to lead this race. Milton's up to P5 as well. Might even be P3. And they're staying out on the intermediate tyres. So Garuda decided to split the strategy. Crazy decisions there from them. Right at the top of the championship. We're going to win our first race of the season. And it's going to come in round 2. Last couple of corners. Rodriguez is going to get it. Let's go back to Milton. Is she going to get Beauchamp? Last corner. I don't think it's going to be... Oh, it was less than a second. Milton drove an incredible race to come back from that. But I think, unfortunately, Garuda are going to stay equal on points. They're going to be 1 point ahead, I think. Oh, actually no, I think they might have extended their gap. Oh, my quick math isn't too good. Let's have a quick look. But we succeeded our fourth position, which is great. Are we going to be able to be gaining time on the others in the championship? There we go. There's the lovely podium ceremony. We get our first race of the season, a race win of the season. Sorry, I'm so excited. First race win of the season there with Rafael Rodriguez. Good stuff. We're going to have gained, I think we're both going to have gained the same amount of points that race weekend. So we're only 1 point behind Garuda Racing. But unfortunately, they've got that 1 point advantage from the first race of this season. So good stuff. Both our drivers are in the championship battle as well in the drivers, which is great. And yeah, Cavalcanti, saying well done to Mr. Rodriguez, which is appreciated. Thank you, Cavalcanti. I appreciate those sort of kind words to my drivers. Right, so that's been it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you could remember to leave a like, that'd be massively appreciated. If you could remember to subscribe to the channel as well, there's going to be lots of this content coming to the channel, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm going to try and do 2 videos a day this week of this series. I'm not 100% sure if I can keep that up, but I'm hoping to do it. These do take a long time to record and edit, but I'm going to try my best there, guys. So, that's it for the first episode of the season there, guys. Awesome stuff from us there. And Milton's gained the track happy, and Rodriguez on a hot streak. That's good. Hot streaks are awesome things to have in this game, guys. We'll show you guys what happens with that in the next episode. So, thanks for watching. Have an epic day, and I'll see you tomorrow for more. Goodbye.